As we often say at the EastWest Institute, just as war is too important to be left to the generals, diplomacy is way too important to be left just to the diplomats. In the 21st century, many problems defy simple state-to-state solutions. What about climate change? What about refugees? What about technical issues like scientific agreements or proliferation or counterterrorism? You need to have participation by a number of people, and how do you organize that? That's what we discuss when we get together and talk about diplomacy. We had a meeting about this last week, sponsored not only by the EastWest Institute, but also by the Foreign and Commonwealth Office of Great Britain. At this meeting, we got together and talked about what the problems are that a new diplomacy needs to solve. How do we get beyond the traditional diplomats in an embassy working in a 19th century fashion? So what we talked about is, where do diplomats work? What is an embassy and what is an outpost, and how do people talk to one another? Who are the participants in the new diplomacy? Are they young people? Are they women? Are they people who've been disenfranchised in the past? And most importantly, can we get the results that we want? Can we get beyond simply questions that are defined country to country? Let me give you a concrete case that's very important to us at EastWest Institute. It's the question of cybersecurity. Cybersecurity is the ultimate transnational threat. It's a change that's understood by few, but impacts everybody. It's something that we feel in business, it's something we feel in finance, it's something abused by terrorists and by states trying to figure out a new way to equalize the difference between powerful countries and less powerful countries. If we don't understand cyberspace by talking with policemen, talking with business people, talking with entrepreneurs, talking with civic groups, talking with human rights people, we're not going to understand where the solutions come from. As someone who has worked as a diplomat representing my country, and as someone who now works as a representative of a nonprofit, I've seen over the last decades how the problems we deal with in international affairs have changed. So I'm very pleased that the EastWest Institute can be a leader in pushing for the new diplomacy, pulling together different people and different types of institutions so that when we address problems, we're not doing it alone. We're not excluding the old traditional Westphalian diplomats, as we call them. They are necessary, but they're not sufficient. It's going to take other players to solve the problems in the 21st century.